To make these blueberry muffins, I'm going to preheat my oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 375. I'll give you those cooking times when we get to that baking step. So I'm using this whole wheat pastry flour for my muffins. I'm making about 18 muffins, but if you want 9 to 10, you can just cut this recipe into half. So I have 2.5 cups of wheat flour into my big bowl, and now for my sweetening, I'm adding 1/2 cup of monk fruit, which is a granulated sugar substitute. It's great for baking, and I'm actually adding 1/2 cup of actual granulated sugar. Now I have a 1/2 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. You can use normal salt. And I also have 3 teaspoons of baking powder, not baking soda. And I'm just going to add that into my dry ingredients. Now I'm just going to whisk to combine, make sure there's no lumps. I actually switched to a bigger bowl just so it is a little easier to combine. So now I'm adding a little bit less than a 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil. I find that butter is not the best. Oil is better because the oil makes the muffin super tender. Just make sure that the oil you're using does not have a super strong scent or taste. Now I'm going to crack in 2 medium eggs into my bowl, but it's fine if they're large too. And I'm adding 3/4 cup of milk. This is almond milk, the homemade one that I have for my almond milk video, but you can totally use just normal dairy milk. And now you're just gonna combine your wet ingredients with your dry ingredients. Make sure you get all the pockets of flour at the bottom. So if it seems like your mixture will need a little bit more liquid, add milk a tablespoon at a time until you get this consistency. So if you don't have milk and that 3/4 cup was the last of your milk, you can add a tablespoon of oil, but I don't recommend adding too much oil, otherwise your muffins will be greasy. And if you don't have any oil, you can add plain or vanilla yogurt. Just make sure it's not like a fruit-flavored yogurt like strawberry or blueberry. Now I'm adding 1 cup of blueberries to my batter. I find that 1 cup or 1.5 cup is a good ratio from muffin cake to blueberries. So just make sure all of the blueberries are evenly dispersed throughout the batter. And now I'm just going to grease my muffin tin. So this is just a standard cupcake size tin, but this will work for muffins as well. So I'm using coconut oil to grease them, and in this situation, more is less because you definitely do not want the muffins to stick inside. It's kind of easy for them to stick inside, especially if you're not using a liner, so make sure you have enough coconut oil. So I'm just scooping my batter into each little muffin mold and placing that into my 400 or 375 degree oven. So for the baking process, you can either do about 15 minutes at 400, but I find that sometimes it feels like they're baking way too fast and you want to pull them out. So if you don't want to do that, you can do 375 for 20 minutes. They'll be golden and the blueberries will be sizzling. That's completely normal. So let them completely cool and take them out. And these muffins have the perfect texture. They're really tender and they're bursting with blueberries, and they're not too sweet at all, but the tartness of the blueberries complements the muffins so well. So that is a video for today. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video for more recipes. Also, the recipe this time will not be able to be in the description box just because the video is not uploading to YouTube if I do put the recipe in the description box. But that's pretty much it, so I hope you can try these blueberry muffins out.